Hey Sean, so this is on my workbench. This is the good wing half put together, and it's lying perfectly flat. Okay, I guess I can see a bit of a tilt at the top there. And this is what I call my bad wing half. And as it's lying now, the pins are not pushed together, but the outer wingtip is lying flat, and the center section is lying flat. And I line the 4mm tubes up to go in here. The trailing edge will stay aligned. So let me just put the phone down and slide. I should talk just to this slightly beforehand. So the problem here is, as you might just be able to see it down there, that this pin is glued in, and it's glued in with a slight angle, and so it's got to be pressed backwards to get it started, and then we'll slide the whole joint together. So, and once we do that, this section of the wing rises up off the table just about a 1/16. So let me put the phone down and slide the two together. Okay, so here it is, slid together. The joint is reasonable, I guess. But the concern that I have is that gap there, which is basically anhedral, right? It's maybe this is there is a twist there, which I thought there wasn't a twist, but I'm now seeing that maybe there is a twist. So, and I missed this, but you can see here's the shipping damage in the wing, which is a separate subject. But let me put the phone down again and just pull this apart, and I'll talk to you about the ideas that I discussed with Noel yesterday. So what I discussed with Neil yesterday was, just trying to think about how do I get this wing half to be as good and as flat as the other one, and rather than having an anhedral or a twist in it. And it struck me that the one way that I could perhaps do it, and the reason I called Noel, was I didn't want to start on anything without bouncing the ideas off somebody, was to actually reduce the size of this pin so that it slips in easily, and if necessary this one, although I think this one is fine, but I would find that out. And then basically epoxy the pins into the center section and epoxy this joint together, put a piece of fiber glass across top and bottom, and make this a permanent joint. Downside, as I see it, is I've got an extra long section of wing to transport. The upside is I can remove any stress in this joint that's caused by these rods being pinched to slide them together. That has to be the cause of the joint rising off the table, and I should then get two wings that are, as long as I glue them together at the center properly, should be in perfect unison with each other. So yeah, have a look at that. Let's talk about it. I'd obviously also like to talk about this, but I don't see that as a huge problem. But again, might as well discuss it before I start doing stuff.